Hi everyone. My name is Sarah Kirkby.
Hi, I'm Alan.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Gledhill. I'm the head of product at Zip.
It's Ben Reed here from Digital Creators.
I'm Benjamin Wirtz. I'm the co-founder of Aurelius Health.
I'm a product and team coach at the product space and an IC Agile certified trainer. And I work with teams to help them use product thinking to solve real customer problems and to deliver business value. Now, the goal of a product sprint is to, as you know, quickly prove or disprove an idea. And before jumping into a testing session, my top tip would be just to stop and think about, what is it that you're trying to learn here? And this will really help you focus your questions on what you want to ask the user.
So my hot tip for running a product sprint is just have a really clear sprint goal when you go in of exactly what you want to achieve. So figure out what is the one thing that we want to prove out here, be able to have something that within a couple of days you could actually prove it. So it's whether you need to pull together like paper prototypes or, you do something in code or in design, and have clear success metrics of what you want to get out of it.
Sprints are all about focus. And when I think about products, where a lot of people go wrong is that they think about product is all about building things, when it's zero about building and all about changing something, whether it's customer behavior or whether it's some business metrics, sort of like Cheryl said, what is the problem we really want to solve? And so I think it's important to go into a sprint knowing that, where you want to be when you come out of this, what you want to have changed, what change you want to prove for either the business or the customer. And then everything becomes a lot more focused because you don't get bogged down in all the things you could be doing, but you just need to do all the things that are necessary to create that change.
So for me, I think big part is replicating the visualization part of it. And so while we're doing stuff through video calls, we all know the power in testing of a visualization to test against just words. And so whether it comes to even just thinking through what the problem is we're solving or early sketching ideas, if we're also looking at getting people's feedback on it rapidly, and in every way to make it feel a little bit more like a whiteboard exercise and allow that both creativity, but when we sort of see things visually, we connect dots we wouldn't have otherwise. So go all in on visualization. So whatever tool works for you in that regard, do that and flow it through the whole design sprint. And one of the benefits of doing that in digital is that you do end up with a whole bunch of artifacts already created for you, rather than post-it notes on whiteboards that you then have to go back and turn into stuff afterwards. So it's a real benefit actually from the digital version of whiteboarding rather than the offline version.
One really important principle for product sprints for me is that what we learn from users or potential customers is much, much more valuable to us in planning what we should do with our product if the user or the test subject genuinely believes there's an opportunity there to pay to use something. Now, we don't have to wire up PayPal or Stripe or something to actually collect a payment from somebody, but if we give them a button to click that makes them feel like the next step in the process is the transaction part of it, then you'll see much, much more realistic behavior from people. The fact that they're being offered a chance to pay for something encourages them to winnow down the number of features they're prepared to use. It encourages them to be really specific about what they really want and what they really don't want. And it makes them feel like they're in less of a hypothetical, I'm a market research subject exercise, and more of this is really a product that I might start using today. Do I or do I not want to use that?